Paul Heyman confirms Brock Lesnar has joined the Vision. Triple H has given up on Jacob Fatu. Stephanie Vaquer responds to serious allegations. A Raw segment featuring Rhea Ripley fell flat. A star attacked backstage suffers a serious injury. The real reason behind John Cena's one-sided loss to Brock Lesnar. Why AJ Styles is facing John Cena at WWE Crown Jewel 2025. Very unfortunate news on Roman Reigns. Is Jey Uso acting like Roman Reigns? A major update on Piper Niven's WWE future. Cody Rhodes must lose to Seth Rollins at WWE Crown Jewel. Let's dive right in. Triple H has given up on Jacob Fatu. WWE's nailed the action and plots in recent months. This year's been a massive win in the company's storied past, and Triple H deserves big props for hooking fans with gripping rivalries. The game steered the creative squad like a pro, crafting top-notch tales, but the WWE Hall of Famer seems to have dropped a handful of talents. These wrestlers either miss TV time to shine or get thrown in to boost others. Here's a look at a few stars the game's walked away from. Number 1, Julia. The current Women's United States Champion, Julia, jumped to the main roster earlier this year after owning NXT's women's scene. Since landing on SmackDown after a short burst of thrilling spots, Julia barely grabs match time. She's got the belt, but her defenses have been scarce all reign, and crowds sense a powerhouse who could lift the women's game has lost her fire. Number 2, LA Knight. Ex-WWE United States Champion LA Knight fits this list spot on. The megastar ranks as one of the roster's top draws and proved it with killer bouts. Knight's on Raw now, tangled in a scrap with The Vision and Jey Uso. He's woven into strong plots, but Triple H has leaned on him to lift other talents instead. Number 3, Randy Orton. One of wrestling's all-time fiercest and most skilled names, Randy Orton hasn't tasted victory in ages. The Vipers mixed in solid rivalries and whispers say a heel flip's brewing soon, but his arcs and fights don't spotlight him as the lead. Instead, Orton's used to build up others, showing Triple H benched the vet as a headliner and taps him to prop fresh faces over honoring his Hall of Fame run. Number 4, former WWE United States Champion Jacob Fatu. One of the deadliest talents who climbed high in 2025 was Jacob Fatu. In the bloodline, Fatu carved a huge spot, turning into SmackDown's unstoppable wrecking ball. Plus, after stabbing Solo Sikoa at Money in the Bank, Fatu drew massive crowd heat. But once that beef wrapped, Fatu shed all steam and barely hits TV now, proving Triple H has ditched the star after his stint as WWE United States Champion. Number 5, Drew McIntyre. The fighter who's chased the spotlight he earns, Drew McIntyre, burned the year boosting others to the peak. The Scottish Warrior's a giant in the game, but hasn't stacked his own drive. Though McIntyre chased the undisputed WWE Championship lately, the clash propped Cody Rhodes' reign higher, nailing home that the game's fully bailed on the star. Viewers wait to see WWE's next play for these talents. Stephanie Vaquer responds to serious allegations. Stephanie Vaquer grabbed the vacant Women's World Championship by beating Sky at WrestlePalooza last weekend. The Dark Angel just tackled a heavy claim thrown her way in a tweet she wiped out fast. Vaquer's making waves as the first Latina WWE Women's World Champion. A fan hit up their X account, urging Vaquer to honor ex-WWE star Melina and her trailblazing run as the promotion's first Latina World Champ. The post blew up and landed with the Dark Angel, who fired back. Vaquer said she held Melina in high regard, but felt the fan had it wrong. The Raw star noted the icon never touched the Women's World title, but she yanked her reply quick. I respect her a lot, but I think you're misinformed. She never held the WWE Women's World Championship, Vaquer wrote. The Stamford Company's next premium live event is Crown Jewel, Perth, hitting next month. On the Raw, right after WrestlePalooza, Adam Pearce laid it out. Vaquer faces the winner of the WWE Women's Championship clash this week on SmackDown in Perth for the Women's Crown Jewel title. Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, and Jade Cargill throw down on the blue brand to snag that ticket to Australia and a shot at the Dark Angel. Vaquer's got a golden shot to carve her spot in the record books, maybe stacking a second belt if she topples the Women's Champion at Crown Jewel Perth. Clearly, the Triple H creative crew sees big things in the Dark Angel and bets she's the fresh face to watch. It'll be a thrill to track what the game and his team roll out for Vaquer and her championship days ahead. A Raw segment featuring Rhea Ripley fell flat. Inside sources tore into Raw's final segment spotlighting Rhea Ripley, Sky, and the Kabuki Warriors. Rhea headlined the Red Brand's main event, locking horns with Asuka. The two ex-women's champions battled hard until Kairi Sane bolted in to back her partner. Things got messy when Asuka accidentally nailed Kairi. That slip let Rhea Ripley snag the pin on Asuka for the victory, but the celebration got cut short when the 43-year-old blasted Ripley with poison mist. On this week's Sportskeeda's Legion of Raw, inside sources called the Raw ending a total dud. They said the crowd didn't bite on the heel switch. The source felt the fans in Evansville, Indiana, where this was likely the biggest show in ages, came ready for a hot close, but got a flat finish. They added the heel turn was just a setup for a tag team clash with the Kabuki Warriors against Sky and Ripley. I don't care what anybody says. By the time you got to that last match and the heat and all that, nobody cared. And you're in Evansville, Indiana, where there's nothing going on. Like, this is probably the biggest thing all month. of the year. That last match, nothing. They could have cared less. Kyrie is turning on this one, and that one is turning on that. Who freaking cares? So now we got a big tag match? Sky dashed in to pull Ripley out of the fire, but she got wrecked too. Asuka crushed her with a hesitant Kairi Sane pitching in. This double cross carved a path for a massive tag team showdown between the two duos in the weeks ahead. A star attacked backstage suffers a serious injury. A WWE star got jumped backstage during the show. Worry hit hard that she might be out with a real injury. For months now, Jasmine Nix teamed with Fallon Henley and Jacy Jayne as Fatal Influence. She's helped Jacy grab the NXT Women's Championship, but lately things soured with her crew. On WWE NXT, Jacy Jayne was set to call out Lola Vice in the ring. She told her Fatal Influence pals to hang back. Moments later, Javon Evans got mic'd up backstage. Noise erupted in the background. When screams cut through, cameras swung to Jasmine Nix rolling on the floor, clutching in agony. Jacy grilled Fallon Henley on what went down, but she had no clue. They ditched her there and walked off. Jacy Jayne stunned everyone by beating Stephanie Vaquer for the NXT Women's Championship. Folks called her a soft champ quick, but the Fatal Influence standout shut them up. She's held the gold for 120 days straight. Last week on WWE NXT, Fatal Influence scrapped with Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vaquer, and Lyra Valkyria. Jacy tried to bolt, but Lola Vice jumped her, letting the good guys snag the win. Now, Lola Vice lines up for Jacy's NXT Women's Championship at No Mercy. On the black and silver brand, the two locked eyes. Lola floored the women's champion with a spinning back fist after some personal jabs. With Jasmine Nix wiped out backstage, Jacy's title guard just got way tougher. She short one teammate. The real reason behind John Cena's one-sided loss to Brock Lesnar. John Cena's WWE goodbye is closing in fast, with just 5 matches left before December 2025. A fresh report uncovers why the franchise player took such a pounding from Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza. It's normal for icons and old-timers to lift up fresh faces on their exit ramp, dropping matches to build the next wave. John Cena had that plan when he kicked off his farewell tour with over 30 dates early this year. But his beef stretched long with Cody Rhodes, and he tangled with blasts from his past. The lone new face he met solo was Logan Paul at Clash in Paris 2025. Wrestling Observer Radio's latest drop explains Brock Lesnar's stunning takedown in Indiana. On Wrestling Observer Radio, insiders said John Cena aimed to boost rising stars by jobbing to them on his way out. The franchise player wanted to craft heavyweights before hanging up the boots. But word is, Triple H called the shot to let Brock Lesnar top the 17-time WWE World Champion at WrestlePalooza. Part of the push tied to WWE eyeing big things for Brock Lesnar down the line, he's nowhere near done. With 5 bouts on deck, it'll be a nail-biter watching how WWE wraps the franchise player's epic ride. After John Cena's good guy switch, he scrapped with Logan Paul right after WWE SummerSlam 2025. The 17-time WWE World Champion notched a victory over the Maverick in France and picked up his Brock Lesnar grudge in the weeks ahead. But WWE chose to dust off an old rivalry from Cena's playbook, and Brock Lesnar demolished the leader of Cenation in Indiana with 6 F5s for the clean sweep. The fight screamed lopsided. Cena landed next to nothing on the Beast Incarnate before the end. Post-event, John Cena hit X with the pitch for one more clash with AJ Styles before his ring days wrap. Slots are tight, no whispers yet on Brock Lesnar's next Stamford stop. Why AJ Styles is facing John Cena at WWE Crown Jewel 2025. John Cena took a brutal beating from Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza, but he's far from done. Triple H confirmed days after the landmark event that Cena's retirement tour rolls on, with a blockbuster clash against AJ Styles set for Crown Jewel 2025. Some fans grumbled that one of Cena's precious final matches went to Logan Paul, and others thought Lesnar's squash signaled an early exit for the 17-time champ. But the game's announcement shut down those worries. Here are 4 reasons why the Phenomenal One takes on Cena at Crown Jewel 2025. With Cena no longer holding the undisputed WWE Championship, every match left in his career has to pack a punch. His last dates deserve spotlight showdowns against top-tier stars. Logan Paul's got fame outside wrestling, but his in-ring cred doesn't touch heavyweights like Styles, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, or CM Punk. A Cena-Styles clash might not have a clear good guy, bad guy vibe, but 2 all-time greats throwing down can deliver a banger. Sami Zayn's open challenge run proved non-title bouts can pop, just like Cena's did. 2 of wrestling's best locking horns at Crown Jewel is a massive draw, no belt needed. Whenever a huge star hits WWE, fans love flipping through dream match possibilities. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles always top those lists. Both the Phenomenal One and the Visionary get called the Shawn Michaels of their era, guys who can pull a classic out of anyone. Their ring skills lift greener talents to their level, much like Dolph Ziggler did for NXT newbies. Styles' in-ring magic and industry stature make him a fan favorite, heel or face. Crowds eat up the phenomenal one no matter what he does, making him the perfect pick for Cena's big stage. Dominic Mysterio held onto his Intercontinental Championship against Styles with dirty tricks and a boost from El Grande Americano. It was a letdown. Styles earned another singles title run, and Dirty Dom's reign should have ended. Instead of gold, Styles got stuck in a random tag team feud with Los Americanos alongside Dragon Lee. Going from a shot at his first singles belt in over 6 years to a throwaway tag plot wastes the phenomenal one's talent. Matching him against Cena at Crown Jewel delivers the marquee fight fans crave over a forgettable side story. The heart of Cena's retirement tour was hitting that 17th World Championship, which he nailed at WrestleMania 41 but dropped at SummerSlam. Without a title to defend, the focus shifted to epic clashes with big-time foes. Logan Paul's no wrestling legend, so his bout with Cena might have been a favor to the Maverick. Fights with Orton, Punk, and Lesnar leaned on long-built rivalries. Cena and Styles, though, have a rich past. 3 matches from 2016 to 2017, some for the WWE Championship. Cena took his record-tying 16th world title off Styles back then, proving the phenomenal one wasn't just a TNA guy, but a true equal. Their history sets up a can't-miss marquee match for Crown Jewel. Very unfortunate news on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns stands as one of the most loved names in pro wrestling, but the OTC missed a spot on a key yearly list for the second straight time. Pro Wrestling Illustrated dropped this year's PWI 500 today, while Reigns' old rival Cody Rhodes held the #1 rank again. His ex-team member Jon Moxley, once Dean Ambrose, landed second. Other WWE stars in the top 10 include Gunther at 3rd, Jey Uso at 6th, and Seth Rollins at 8th. Roman Reigns got left off the PWI 500 like last year because he didn't hit the needed mark. It's tough luck, since he's one of the top wrestlers out there, but his light schedule kept him out. From August 1st, 2024 to July 31st, 2025, the 40-year-old stepped in the ring just 8 times, with only 2 one-on-one fights. The PWI 500 calls for at least 10 solo matches in that full-year window. Roman Reigns hasn't shown up on WWE TV since the Clash in Paris Premium Live event, where Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker jumped him after his win over the Auszilla. He should come back soon before Crown Jewel Perth since he's listed for the show. Former WWE Champion Triple H called it quits on in-ring work in 2022. The Game hung up his gear at WrestleMania 38, marking the close of his wrestling days. On Good Morning America, the WWE head of creative got asked who he'd pick for a match if he ever stepped back in. Triple H named Roman Reigns. The veteran praised the OTC and saw even bigger wins ahead for him. If I got back in at this point, I'd be wrestling Father Time is what I'd be doing. Nobody, mostly me, wants to see me back in the ring. I think in this moment right now, a current superstar, if I could go back in time and do what I did at my peak, it would be Roman Reigns. He's a great guy, incredible talent, incredible performer. Out making movies right now, still a WWE superstar, but branching out into Hollywood. He's gonna be massive, Triple H said. Though the odds of Triple H lacing up again are slim with his health, it'll be cool to watch if he ever jumps into a story with the OTC in some other way. Is Jey Uso acting like Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns has been off WWE screens since Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker ambushed him at Clash in Paris. Meanwhile, Jimmy Uso opened up about his brother Jey Uso's recent behavior. Lately, Jey hasn't been acting like himself, snapping at the Vision and LA Knight and leaning hard on Jimmy to stick by him. These moves echo Roman Reigns' vibe, back when he ruled as the Tribal Chief on SmackDown, with Jey as his right-hand man. On Raw Recap, Sam Roberts pressed Jimmy about Jey's shift and whether main event Jey is walking the same path as Reigns. Big Jim admitted there's a heavy price to acting like Reigns, and he's not sure what Jey's chasing, but it's shaking up his vibe and bonds. I mean, I think it comes at a cost, acting like Roman Reigns. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but you're paying for it. Whether it's through your vibes, with your relationship with people, or with your brothers, he ain't the same, bro. He ain't the same use out there. I'm telling you. I know it for a fact. What's happening is clouded. It's coming at a cost, you see. This is a different kind of game, man. I mean, I ain't never seen him like this, and I don't like it because I don't even know how to respond to it, Jimmy Uso said. After WrestleMania 41, Jey tangled with the Vision, teaming up with various Raw stars to take on the heel crew. Later, Roman Reigns returned to WWE and joined his former right-hand man to battle Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The Bloodline duo came out on top at SummerSlam 2025, but Jey started picking up some of his cousin's old tricks. In France, Breaker and Reed jumped Reigns, writing him off TV. With the original Tribal Chief sidelined, his shadow looms over main event Jey. It'll be a wild ride to see what's next for the ex-World Heavyweight Champion. A major update on Piper Niven's WWE future. A new report lays out fresh info on Piper Niven's injury and her road ahead in WWE. The SmackDown powerhouse has been missing from TV these past few weeks. On Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez said the Scottish wrestler's injury could wrap her career up for good. But Fightful Select's latest word is that while Niven's dealing with a rough neck issue, people near her believe she'll hit the ring again. She's still holding out for the official medical call. We've got a bit of an update on Piper Niven's injury. We're told that while the injury is serious, those we spoke to believe she will return. It's a neck injury, and she's still awaiting an official diagnosis. We will respect the privacy of the performer beyond that. The former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion's last bout came on the August 22nd episode of Friday Night SmackDown. In a total stunner, she pinned the Queen with dirty work from Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. After taking down the Queen that August 22nd SmackDown, Piper Niven lined up to pair with Alba Fire and chase Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship the following week. But the 34-year-old got sidelined by injury and had to sit it out, so her crewmate Chelsea Green jumped in. That planned match fell apart, though, when Green and Fire ambushed and hurt Flair's leg right as she came out. Instead, Alexa Bliss and Chelsea Green went at it one-on-one, with Little Miss Bliss coming out on top. Even so, the Green regime swarmed Alexa after the bell. Flair charged in to save her, but ended up down too. Fire and Green at last got their crack at the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship last week on the blue brand. They just couldn't seal the deal. It'll be a bumpy path to see where the Green regime heads next, stuck with only 2 for now. Cody Rhodes must lose to Seth Rollins at WWE Crown Jewel. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins hold the biggest titles on their brands right now. Rhodes rules SmackDown as the undisputed WWE Champion, while Rollins reigns on Raw as the World Heavyweight Champion. Next month at Crown Jewel in Perth, they'll clash in a huge champion versus champion match for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. It's a battle to prove who's the best, with 2 of WWE's top dogs going head-to-head. While both could take the win, the Visionary needs to walk out of the premium live event with the victory. Here are 4 reasons Cody Rhodes has to lose to Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel. Seth Rollins has been one of WWE's most steady and reliable stars, but lately, he's been stuck playing backup to bigger names. Back in 2022, the Visionary faced Cody Rhodes in 3 TV matches and ate the loss each time to boost the American Nightmare. Now it's time for WWE to flip the script and keep Rollins' legacy strong. Beating Rhodes, WWE's current Golden Boy, would lock Rollins in as the top champ and add a shiny honor to his name. A win at Crown Jewel would let Rollins prove he still owns the place, whether it's 2015 or 2025. That kind of massive victory would rebuild his cred and plant him firmly at WWE's peak. The World Heavyweight Championship sometimes feels like it's in the shadow of the undisputed WWE title. The champion versus champion showdown at Crown Jewel gives Seth Rollins a shot to shut down that talk. A victory over Cody Rhodes would lift the World Heavyweight Championship's shine, making it feel just as big as Rhodes' belt. Rollins winning isn't just about bragging rights. It's a bold move to show Raw's top prize stands shoulder to shoulder with the undisputed WWE Championship. That keeps both brands' champs looking strong, which helps WWE's split roster setup thrive. Rhodes taking the loss would balance the scales for both titles. Since it kicked off, the Vision has crushed it as one of Raw's fiercest crews, with Seth Rollins steering the ship. The ex-Shield star has been loud about leading WWE into the future and ruling the scene. If Rollins comes up short against Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel, his big talk will ring empty. A loss that big could crack his leadership cred, leaving his teammates unsure about following him. Rhodes needs to fall to keep the Vision from taking a massive hit. The Architect's win would lock in his group's momentum and keep them looking unstoppable. Cody Rhodes is riding high, almost untouchable, with one huge win after another and endless standout moments. It's starting to feel like too much. Last year, he beat a blazing hot Gunther to become the first Men's Crown Jewel champion, which rubbed some fans wrong. His recent victory over Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza only added to the crowd's gripes. With fans teetering on turning against Cody, another big title win could spark a full-on revolt. Handing Rhodes a second Crown Jewel crown might be a disaster. Letting him lose to Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel keeps the American Nightmare safe for the long haul. A defeat won't dent him much, but another victory could tank his good guy run. Paul Heyman confirms Brock Lesnar has joined the Vision. Paul Heyman, the WWE Hall of Famer, is dropping strong clues that Brock Lesnar has linked up with the Vision. His fresh post on his official X handle feels like a clear sign the Beast incarnate has jumped into the group. Lesnar recently stood nose-to-nose with Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed on SmackDown. He straight up told Heyman they needed to chat, and the wise man gave a quick nod, yes. At WrestlePalooza, Heyman rolled out his classic intro for Lesnar ahead of the John Cena showdown. Now, Paul Heyman just posted a photo on his official X handle, teasing he'll spill the dark secrets behind the scenes. The graphic packs in a shot of Brock Lesnar too, pointing hard that the vet's now riding with the Vision.